Hello, Webster, New York. I'm home. I'm back in Baltimore, but I had such a great time in Webster, New York. Thank you so much. It was great. I had a great time, and actually, one of the schools left me. I didn't get a chance to answer many questions, and one of the schools left me all these notes, these questions. So I'm going to just sit here and answer some of them right now. I love this one. That's very cool. So let me answer some of these questions. I might not get through of all of them because there are so many of them. But I will answer some questions because I did not get to answer very many questions when I was in Webster. Okay, so here we go. Why did you become an author? Well, I wanted to be a storyteller, just like all the thousands of other human beings who have been storytellers in the past. It's a human being, a tradition of human beings. When will you make another Yeti Files? No. Sometimes when you work with a big company, you don't have all the control you want over your story. So they said, no more Yeti Files. I had to work on other stuff. Also, when you're an artist, you always have to have something else to work on, something else to do, the next best thing. Okay, you always have to think, when you're an artist, you always have to think that the next thing you do is going to be your best thing. So sometimes you have to abandon your ideas before you want to. That's just working with a big company. I like your books. They are one of the best. Thank you. That's a statement. I love the Yeti. Okay, that's also a statement. I like your books. That's a statement. Why did you write the Yeti Files? Well, why did I write the Yeti Files? I was drawing this Yeti on a lot of T-shirts, this particular Yeti, and a lot of people loved the Yeti, so I took the personality of Michael Scott from The Office and Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, and I put them together, and then I got the personality of Blizz Richards, so it was very easy to write after I came up with the main character's personality. Who is your favorite character to draw? Well, I love drawing squids. I love drawing tentacles. In the beginning of my career, I had a company. My T-shirt company was called Squid Fire. So I was just constantly drawing tentacles all the time. And I said, I'm cursed to draw tentacles my whole life. But actually, I love drawing tentacles. So I'll draw all kind of squids all day long. What's your favorite book you wrote? Well, Biggest Thing in the Ocean was my first book, but I love these squidding around books. They're some of my favorite books. Wow. This one has a lot of writing on it. I'm gonna have to come back to that one. Thank you for that. What do you do when you're not making books? Oh, very good question. I love gardening. I grow lots of stuff. I grow tomatoes. I grow cucumbers. I grow lots of flowers. I grow basil, all kinds of basil. I'm obsessed with basil. Cantaloupes, watermelons, a lot of stuff. I love gardening. Bike. I bike all around the city. I love biking in a city. Also kayaking. I love to tube in a river, and I also love hiking. And kayaking is like tubing and hiking at the same time. So those are some of my favorite hobbies. And also playing music. I play the piano, I play the mandolin, the ukulele, the guitar. I love learning new instruments. Okay, so that's what I do. How old were you when you wrote your first book? Okay, that's a good question. Well, I was 24 when I'm the Biggest Thing in the Ocean came out. But I wrote way more books before I'm the Biggest Thing in the Ocean. Because when you're young and you're an artist in America, nobody wants to publish your work. No one wants to pay you for your work. So when you're young and you're an artist, you have to do something called do it yourself. Okay, so I made a ton of books before any of them were published. And basically, that's what you have to do if you're an artist in America. If you're a writer, or if you're an illustrator, if you're a musician, you gotta do it yourself. You gotta do it well, and then you gotta get noticed after that. And you gotta show people. You gotta finish your work. Okay, that's important. Do you have a pet? Yes, I have a pet, Kinkos. I talked about him in my show. Yeah, he's around here somewhere. I don't know where he is. What do you do for fun? Gardening, biking, kayaking, cooking. I love cooking. Eating. I love eating. So that. Zelda. I play Zelda. Mario. I play, I play a little bit of video games. Reading. Graphic novels. Shopping for books. Going to used bookstores. Going to thrift stores. Those are things. You should write a football book. I don't watch that much football. I don't watch that much football. Sorry. Um, go, go Bills. Okay, I don't. What is your favorite food? Ooh, maybe like a nice curry, or maybe like some fried tofu, or maybe like a nice piece of cod with a miso glaze, or I don't know, maybe just like a delicious pear, or just like a perfect chilled banana. I don't know. I like a lot of different food, fruit. So those are all my favorite food. Do you like tacos? And this has a drawing of a taco. Yes, of course I like tacos. Carnitas. I love all tacos. Yes. What is your favorite book and least favorite book written? Well, I love Yeti Files. I love Squidding Around. I love I'm the Biggest Thing in the Ocean. One of my books that's out of print right now is Acorns Everywhere. And that book, is a bit of a mess. Okay, not all my fault, but that book got away from me. So not my best book, but all my other books are A+ books. How many other authors have you met up with? Not that many. I met the Spiderwick guy. I met the Lunch Lady guy. I've met some authors at some shows, but I'm not like personal friends with any authors. This says welcome, Kevin Sherry. Thank you. That's me. What was the first book that you wrote? Like I said, I made a lot of books before I made I'm the Biggest Thing in the Ocean, which was my first book that I published. What's your favorite color? Green, grass green, fluorescent green, yellow. Second, that's second. Um, okay, I don't know what that is. What is your favorite book? Okay, well, my very favorite book of all time, um, is Chicken Soup with Rice, Mari Sendak. In February, it would be nice while slipping on the sliding ice to sip hot chicken soup with rice. Sipping once, sipping twice, sipping chicken soup with rice. So I love that book. I love The Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin, too. She's an amazing author. The Farthest Shore is also really good. The Tombs of Atuan. All three of those books, incredible. The Wizard of Earthsea, you should check it out. What was your favorite color? That's green. Favorite football team? Sorry. Do you have pets? Kinko's. Kinko's the cat. The lovely, smelly boy. Can you make a football book? A lot of football fans in Webster, and I'm here for it. I think it would be fun to go to a football game. I've never been to a football game. I'm just inside drawing. What's your favorite animal? I like otters, beavers, squirrels. I actually really love squirrels. Hummingbirds. I don't know. Many animals. Kingfishers, those birds. What's your favorite food? What about a nice hot curry? You're making me hungry. Okay. How many books have you made? I think about 18 so far. Okay, we're coming. There's a lot of these that are kind of like doubling up the questions. What's a favorite book you made? You know the books I made. What year did you start becoming an author? Well, my first book came out in 2007, so that might be even older than any of you. How did you become an author? By failing a lot, okay? That's in my show, though. I showed you. Look at this. That's funny. Imposter. I don't know what that is. I think that's a video game. Welcome to your school. Okay, well, thank you very much. Some of these are stuck together. Okay. Why did you start writing books? We already talked about that. How old were you when you started writing? My first book came out when I was 24. What is your favorite mythical creature? Well, you know, what's your favorite mythical creature? I love griffins, okay, because the head of an eagle, the size of a lion, that's epic, okay? I love griffins. What do you like, illustrating or writing the words? What do you like more? Illustrating the books or writing the words? That's a great question. Thank you. Actually, all my books, they start with the drawings. So I'll look through my sketchbook. I have my sketchbook right here, actually. like I said, I'll look through all my sketchbooks, find some characters that I develop, and then start writing about them. So I draw the characters first, then I start writing adventures for them to go on. So very good question. Oh, look, this one's blue. Very good. Okay, let's just do one or two more. I like your books. That's a statement. What is a Yeti? Well, it's a cryptid, a mythical cryptid. Alright. What is your favorite book you've made? Well, okay, well, how about we just do one more? A lot of these are statements. How many authors have you worked with? Not that many. I worked with Chris Ferry, who did all the Physics for Babies books, but our book didn't do that well. Haha. This one is funny. Welcome to South Plank. Thank you for that. You're cool. Well, thank you. Your books look cool. All right. And let's just do one more question. We've answered a lot of questions, and I appreciate all these questions on these little stickies. What is my favorite book that you've read? Well, here's another author that I really like. I really like Kurt Vonnegut. Kurt Vonnegut turned out to be one of my favorite authors. He's really silly. It's kind of like science fiction, kind of like silly science fiction. Eventually I started liking Stephen King. I really like Stephen King. We listened to Stephen King on long road trips. We listened to audiobooks. But I think that how many books have you written? 17 or 18. And what made you want to be an author is that I wanted to be a storyteller, and ultimately I wanted my mother to be proud of me. Okay, isn't that what everything is all about? Ha 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 ha. Just kidding. Even grown men can say that. And thank you so much, Webster. It was delightful being in upstate New York, and I hope to see you again one day. But thank you very much, and goodbye.